Okay, the next recipe that we're going to be working on, at least to get started, is called the Dwaeji Galbi, which is pork that is going to be grilled. This one is a little bit spicier because of the chili paste, but we're going to marinate this overnight, roast them in the oven until they're almost done, and then just finish them off on the grill before our presentation tomorrow. So I have some pork baby back ribs here that I've just cut into more manageable pieces. Okay, for the marinade, I have some whole ginger, some whole cloves of garlic, some chili paste, sugar, honey, black pepper, soy sauce, and sesame oil. All of those I'm going to put into the blender and blend them until they're smooth, and then I'm going to rub those onto the ribs and then stick them in and marinate them overnight. So I have all my ingredients here. I'm just going to pop in to the blender, and again, I didn't bother chopping any of this stuff because I'm going to just allow the blender to take care of everything for me. It's all about creating surface area so that we can extract flavor. So the finer I can puree this, the smoother the texture is going to be for it, and the more flavor that we're going to get out of the marinade itself. Okay, so I have my pork here. I'm going to go ahead and place into my hotel pan. We do want to marinate this in something that's non-reactive. Have my marinade, and you can see that it's really, really thick puree. I'm just going to rub this into the pork as well as I can. And this is really going to help serve as the base flavor for the pork when we go to roast it and then grill it tomorrow for our final presentation. And what we'll be doing is actually reserving some of the juices that come off of this during the roasting process that we will use to baste it as it's being grilled as well. Okay, so I have my spicy ribs here. They've marinated overnight. All I'm going to do now is just make sure we get a nice rub on them, and I'm going to lay them out in this hotel pan. And we need to roast these guys for about an hour so that they soften. I'm going to make sure that the marinade makes its way in here as well. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of water to this while it's roasting. That'll help it steam a bit. And we're going to finish these guys by putting them on the charbroiler. But for the time being, I have an oven set at 350 degrees. Okay, and these will go in the oven for about an hour. And like I said, they'll come out. We will use whatever liquid is in the bottom for a baste, and we will charbroil them just to get some nice crispiness on them. Okay, so my pork has been in the oven for about an hour. You can see that the ribs themselves are really nice and tender. We have a little bit of liquid on the bottom there that we're going to use for the basting. And since these ribs are done and they're already hot, the only thing that we have to do is get a little bit of char on them. So I'm going to use the hottest part of the grill to do that. Have my ribs ready. The grill is hot and ready for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and just plop these guys on. And again, I want to use the hottest part of the grill here because I want to get a really nice char. So I'm going to let these go just a couple more minutes on this side and a couple more on the other side, and then I'm going to transfer them to a hotel pan, set up to do my final plate presentation. Okay, so the last part of this is to do the plate presentation, and I took the liberty of cutting these down a little bit so that it'll present a little bit nicer. Okay, I have some rice that I'm going to put down on the plate again. Okay, I have a little bit more kimchi. I'm just going to kind of plop here. Okay, I have some of my salad again that I'm going to use for a garnish on this. And then I went ahead and I lacquered these one more time with the braising liquid, just so that we would have a real nice shine on the finished product. And these are the Korean style spicy ribs.